Hey, you're watching Strike TV, Video Country, Backstage Access. Hey, we'd like to thank the fine folks at Martin, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram in Cleveland, Texas. Check them out. The Courthouse Whistle Stop Cafe, located downtown historic Livingston, Texas. Hey, you eat yet?
When the phone rings, I see your number on the screen. I know exactly.
Angela here, Strike TV, Backstage Access at the beautiful La Quinta Inn and Suites of Livingston. And we're here today with Texas artist Jesse Jennings. How you doing today, Jesse?
I'm wonderful. It's a beautiful day in paradise.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Let's see, you drove in from Houston. So.
Houston, got some rain, but needed a bath anyway, so it worked out perfect.
There you go. And you're going to be playing your brand new single.
Drink and Fight.
All right. Well, take it away, Jesse.
You got it. Rolling northbound 35. That sun is killing my eyes. I thank God that I'm alive. Don't know how we survived that wild one last night. The beer's cold and the girls were hot. On the dance floor bringing us shots. Jaeger bombs mixed with those blondes. I knew that it was wrong, 'cause those girls weren't alone. And I'll drink, 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 and I'll fight, fight, fight for the rest of my life. And I think that I might get drunk and pick a fight tonight. It's an all too familiar scene. Once it kicks in and I'm set free, nobody mess with me when I'm drinking straight whiskey, 'cause I get a little crazy. And I'll drink, 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 and I'll fight, fight, fight for the rest of my life. And I think that I might get drunk and pick a fight tonight. All too familiar scene. Once it kicks in and I'm set free, nobody mess with me when I'm drinking straight whiskey, 'cause I get a little crazy. You know, people, they tell me that I've changed. They say, boy, you know you're just not the same. They might be right, so grab a beer and join my side. We'll raise a little hell tonight. And I'll drink, 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 and I'll fight, fight, fight for the rest of my life. And I think that I might get drunk and pick a fight tonight. And we'll drink, 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 and we'll fight, fight, fight for the rest of our lives. And I think that we might get drunk and pick a fight tonight.
Love it.
There you go.
All right, Jesse. Hey, we'll be right back. Backstage Access with Jesse Jennings. Don't go anywhere. And we're back. Backstage Access, Strike TV, Angela, hanging out with Jesse Jennings. I love the new single.
Thank you very much. It's a good, fun, upbeat song.
Yeah, and you wrote it?
I did. I wrote the lyrics and music, kind of hit at the same time, and was driving down I-35 and just popped in my head. Kind of told the events of the weekend before, so.
Right.
It
Yeah, a lot of
happens.
the artists seem to say that. It just popped in my head. Sometimes it's like 10 minutes, write it down, it's done.
Yeah, it came pretty quick.
Yeah.
Pretty quick. 'Cause that's usually how you can tell it's a good one. If it comes that quick when you're just trying to keep up with it, then you want to get it down on something, before you forget it. So.
Well, so how's the radio tour going? I understand you're on the tour now. You've hit a few radio stations.
Yeah, it's been a long journey, but it's been fun. I love to travel, so it's
That's good.
we get to see places when we play music, but we don't ever get to really stop and take our time. So if I see a historical marker, I'm stopping and getting out and seeing what it
Right.
says. It's like there used to be a log cabin here. It's not here anymore. But here's a marker saying it was. So, I get to see stuff like that. That
Right.
I normally wouldn't. So
So you came in from Houston,
Houston,
a rainy day.
Nice
you
rainy
were,
day.
You were hanging out with Rebecca Creek Radio.
yes.
Not only are they radio, but it's a whiskey. Pretty good whiskey.
Whiskey. It is delicious.
It's delicious.
Actually, I love it. I was telling them, the best thing to do is mix it with an old school double and Dr. Pepper, like anything with pure cane sugar.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That is the best. That's the best way to have it.
Interesting.
At least that's my opinion. But,
So back with your music career.
okay.
Where did it all begin?
I didn't really start doing anything professionally until I was 21. And then I joined the Casey Donahue band and kind of was playing in a couple other bands at the same time. And,
Right.
traveling around with Casey and just playing guitar, singing harmony, that kind of a thing. And,
Wow.
it was a lot of fun in the beginning. We'd go to El Paso and play in front of 5 people. It's good times. Play in Nacogdoches, and at the end of a song, all you hear is the washer pit.
Oh no.
And so it's so cool to see how far, he's come along. But it got to the point where he's like, man, I love having you, but why don't you do your own thing? It's a good idea. So I've been kind of really pushing it for the last 2 years, kind of doing my own thing. Kind of broke off about 5 years ago from Casey, and just playing here and there, kind of a thing. So
Right. Now, Jeff, your promotion, the big promotion guy,
big man.
Guardian Entertainment.
Yeah.
He's doing a good job with you.
Yeah, I'm
We
really.
gotta brag a little bit about Jeff
Yeah,
now.
he's doing such a good job. I mean, the best thing about him is that he is completely 100% honest with everything he says, and he's like, man, I think we got something with Drink and Fight. I think we got something. I was like, well, I trust your opinion. I don't know anything. I just know how to play.
In fact, this is it, the new single, Drink and Fight,
Yeah.
and you can find it on.
You find it. You can go to our website, jessejennings.com.
Right.
It's also, iTunes, Google Play, pretty much anywhere digital music sold. So
Awesome.
it is there.
Good deal. Well, tell us a little bit. Okay, you're on the radio tour, like we were discussing. Any funny, unique stories while out on the road?
I normally have a good friend of mine. He started off as a fan, and we went to one radio interview, and he's just sitting off in the side because he normally just drives me everywhere. He couldn't come this time because I left way too early this morning. But he was sitting on the side, and there's 2 pretty girls, the DJs, and they're like, so how come your driver, do you not ever let him talk? And I was like, if he talks, he says something inappropriate, typically, especially when 2 pretty girls are around. They're like, oh, bring him on air, bring him on. I was like, all right, it's on you. It is on you. And we wound up creating an alter ego, and they pretty much talked to him for about 25 minutes of the radio interview, just talking to Pawpaw Reginald.
Right.
And so now everywhere he goes, it's like, Pawpaw Reginald. That's not even his name. They're like, he's your driver. He's got to come up with a fancy name. And I was like, how about Reginald? Like, weren't you calling him Pawpaw? And I was like, yeah. It's like, Pawpaw Reginald. That's it. And so that's how he introduces.
stuck.
That's how he introduces himself now.
Oh, cute.
Because I'm Jesse's driver. I'm Pawpaw Reginald. It's like, oh, jeez.
Oh,
I created a monster.
definitely. Well,
But-
Jesse Jennings, where do you live now?
I live in Fort Worth.
Fort Worth, Texas.
Yeah, it's
You
home
ever
base.
played Billy Bob's?
I have. I haven't played with my own band. Played with Casey multiple times and played with a couple other bands, but I've yet to do my own thing there, which that's
Wow.
on the bucket list.
From what we've heard and seen, You'll be there.
Thank you. Thank you.
We got all the faith in you there, Jesse.
I love it. Love it.
Hey, we're going to take a little break right here at Backstage Access with Jesse Jennings. We'll be right back. And we're back, Backstage Access, right here on Strike TV, hanging out with Jesse Jennings, which you're going to do a cut from the new CD.
This is probably going to be our second single that we release.
Awesome.
It's called Only When You're Lonely.
Well, take it away, Jesse, right here, Strike TV.
When the phone rings, I see your number on the screen. I know exactly what you want. You run around carefree and only think of me when he breaks your heart for the 18th time. I can't get you out of my head. Forget what you said that night. You had too much to drink. You say you love me only when you're lonely. Lonely women make good lovers, except when they just want a shoulder to cry on. You say that you can't take no more. I'm the kind of man you've been looking for, somebody you can rely on. You say you love me only when you're lonely. The knock on my door, the tap on my window, my body can't take this no more. You say that it's alright, you've had your last fight. Yeah, I'd love for you to stay here tonight. You're holding me tight as you can. I don't understand, but I'll just let it be. When you say you love me only when you're lonely. Lonely women make good lovers, except when they just want a shoulder to cry on. You say that you can't take no more. I'm the kind of man you've been looking for, somebody you can rely on. You say you love me only when you're lonely. Lonely women make good lovers, except when they just want a shoulder to cry on. You say that you can't take no more. I'm the kind of man you've been waiting for, somebody you can rely on. You say you love me only when you're lonely. Only when you're lonely.
Wow, great tune. And you wrote that one too, right?
I did.
Wow, I like it.
Well, thank you.
Awesome. Before we leave, some of your country heroes.
Oh, country heroes, old school. I mean, we've got to go with Waylon for sure.
Yeah.
Kind of the 90s country. I'm a big fan of Restless Heart, Garth Brooks. And you know, the modern stuff, and I'm about a fan of anything that Keith Urban does. I like the way he delivers everything, you know, with his guitar playing and his melodies, and he's very creative.
Wow. Now with Jennings, you related with Waylon, right?
Yes.
Waylon and Jesse Jennings. Wow.
Yeah. So it was instilled in me early on. It's like we had to listen to Waylon
Definitely.
all the time, which I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm not tired of it yet, so
Yep.
I'm okay.
Well, Jesse, we enjoyed having you.
Thank you.
Love your music.
Thank you
And
very
y'all
much.
request a new single, Jesse Jennings. Oh, it's great. Thanks again, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Very
Tell
much.
them what, iTunes, CD Baby.
You can go
your
to
website.
pretty much go to jessejennings.com. There'll be links to the iTunes, Google Play, CD Baby, to the Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, MySpace, Yellow Pages. All of the above.
It's Drink and Fight. Hey, and you've been watching Strike TV Backstage Access.
Once it kicks in and I'm set free, nobody mess with me when I'm drinking straight whiskey, 'cause I get a little crazy. You know, people, they tell me that I've changed. They say, boy, you know you're just not the same. Well, you know they might be right. So grab a beer and join my side. We'll raise a little hell tonight. And I'll drink, and I'll fight for the rest of my life. And I think that I might get drunk and beer fight tonight. And we'll drink, and we'll fight for the rest of our lives. And I think that we might get drunk and pig fight tonight.
You're watching Strike TV. Video Country.